Hi friends, Ike here with New American Arms, one of the assistant range instructors here for New American Arms. Today we're going to discuss the advantages and disadvantages of whether you have an appendix draw or a 2 o'clock draw from your concealed carry position. So today, before we get into why you may prefer to carry in a 2 o'clock position as opposed to an appendix position, let's first go over some basic safety about the draw. So as with any gun safety, we have to make sure that we are doing a proper draw. And a proper draw starts with first a proper grip on the weapon. In a 2 o'clock carry, if you establish your master grip on your gun, as you should be able to, you can draw up, keeping your finger indexed and the gun pointed in a safe direction down to the ground continuously. Then, by transitioning to your target, come out on target, extending, meeting both your hands, and come out on target. So now let's say you're in your fully concealed dress wear. So you have to defeat that garment to get to your weapon. And in doing so, it's a simple pull up, again establishing that master grip, drawing up, and coming back and pushing out on target. Once you have, after you've engaged your target and you need to reholster, same procedure is you're clearing that garment, making sure you're finding that holster and establishing and reholstering that weapon safely. So in addition to those safety precautions that we have to take into account when we are drawing from the appendix position, is let's talk about when you're drawing from the appendix position, that maneuver that your body might have to do in order to get that draw. We're defeating our garment, and inherently you might want to lean back so you can feel that you're going to make sure you're clearing that. Doing this body position can put you off balance and at a disadvantage if someone should be charging you. Also, when you're drawing from here, your gun is more bladed down in a sewell position towards the ground, and if you needed to get around off in this position, you wouldn't be on target. So let's discuss some of the potential advantages of having a 2 o'clock inside the waistband draw. Naturally, you can see that where your gun is positioned, the muzzle is pointed in a much more safer direction on the outside of the leg and foot. Whereas in the appendix carry, there's much more potential for an accidental discharge of possibly striking a femoral artery or something else of importance. So by having that 2 o'clock draw, that might mitigate some of those safety concerns that you might have with an appendix draw. Now let's discuss some of the advantages of having a 2 o'clock inside the waistband draw. You will defeat the garment just as you would with an appendix draw, by a simple grab of the garment, lift up to get to your weapon. Once you've grabbed your weapon, you're almost in that outside draw position where you can come up, be right on target, and start discharging rounds at this point if you needed to, until you present all the way out and come back or present on target. So that's some of the advantages you might find by carrying at a 2 o'clock position as opposed to a 12 o'clock or appendix carry position. As with any firearms, do it safely, do what works for you, try it out, but make sure you do it safely at the end of the day. And again, this isn't the way, this is a way that you may want to try.